For those of you who don't know, will-o'-the-wisps, also called ignis fatuus, Latin for foolish fire, are balls of light that are seen hovering over swamps at night and look similar to flickering lanterns. Their color is often blue. Several hypotheses exist as to its cause, including bioluminescence, that is, the glow is caused by something natural like fireflies or honey fungus. Another somewhat oddball idea is that barn owls might fly over swampy areas and reflect the light from the moon or other sources off their white plumage, making it look like there's a bobbing lantern. However, one of the most accepted hypotheses was more or less discovered by Alessandro Volta, who the volt unit of measurement is named after, by the way. He discovered methane in 1776. He believed that lighting mixed with the swamp gases caused the ghost lights. His idea was extremely controversial at the time and often disregarded because of the unlikeliness of spontaneous combustion and because the hypothesis did not explain why will-o'-the-wisps appeared to retreat when approached. With technological advances, we can prove Volta's hypothesis was more or less correct. Will-o'-the-wisps are caused by burning gases called swamp gas or marsh gas that develops from the breakdown of organic matter in persistently wet areas. The movement of the wisps is usually disregarded and is explained that the gases disperse when approached because of the movement in the air. The normal decomposition of organic matter in open air is called aerobic decomposition. Like all organic matter, plants and animals are largely made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. When decaying in the presence of oxygen, the byproducts of the decomposition are water, carbon dioxide, and energy or heat. In swampy or marshy areas, aerobic decomposition is often unable to take place. Instead, the dead matter is buried beneath the water and saturated soil, where it continues to decompose in the absence of air. The matter is broken down by anaerobic bacteria, the byproducts of which are methane, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, phosphines, and other chemicals. It is believed that as the gas rises from the soil and water and escapes into the atmosphere, the methane mixes with the phosphines and creates the blue lights seen hovering over the swamps. Phosphines are flammable toxic gases that can burst into spontaneous flame in the presence of air. As it burns, it produces a dense white cloud which could give the flame more substance. Mixed with the methane, the effect is the will-o'-the-wisps that has inspired so many stories. And now for some bonus facts. The name Will-o'-the-Wisps has a similar meaning to jack-o'-lantern, man of the lantern, in this case coming from the definition for wisp, bundle of sticks or straw used for a torch. Thus it means Will o' the Torch. In this case, one of the principal legends behind the name concerns Will Smith. No, not that Will Smith, but rather a guy named Will who was a particularly evil blacksmith. There are several varieties of the legend, but the basic idea is that when he died he attempted to get into heaven. St. Peter then gave him a second chance at life, but he blows it and ends up being doomed to walk the earth forever, not unlike the Irish legend of Stingy Jack. Also, like the jack-o'-lantern legend, the devil gives Smith an ever-burning lump of coal to use as a light, but in this case it is also to keep Smith warm in cold, damp places like marshes. In Harry Potter, will-o'-the-wisps are called hinky-punks. This is also the regional name for them in Somerset and in Devon. So I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please do give us a thumbs up below and don't forget to subscribe for brand new videos just like this. Also, if you're looking for another video specifically to watch right now, why not check out what causes eye floaters? You can find a link to that on the screen now, as well as in the description below. And as always, thank you for watching.